Are you sad and lonely? Do you have nobody to impress? Are you just cooking shit for yourself? We're here for you. And we got a recipe for you.
So how many times have you just been, you're at home, right? Maybe you just got home from work, or you had a long day doing whatever it is that you do, and you're like, I'm hungry, but I don't feel like cooking, and I should probably not eat another bag of chips. A couple of weeks ago I made just a chicken dish, and I threw pretty much everything in the house into a bowl, and I made a pretty decent stir fry out of it, so here you go, you know?
What would you call this dish?
I'd call it lazy slob chicken when you ain't gotta impress nobody.
Here you go, title card below. Let's follow along.
You don't need a whole lot for this recipe, right? Obviously the most important part is the chicken. It should be thawed or mostly thawed, right? You're gonna be cutting it, obviously, so there you go. For the sauce itself, get yourself some of this teriyaki. Make sure that it's the actual cooking sauce and not the really thick stuff that you put on afterwards. This stuff will thicken up as we're cooking it. I like to put in this stuff. I like to put this into the sauce. You don't use too much. You'll notice that I'm not giving you exact measurements because that's not how I do it. I just kind of splash it in until it smells and looks good, right? But we'll get there when we get there. Want some oregano, right? Not a deal breaker, but I love oregano. Same with smoked paprika. I love this stuff. It kind of tastes like barbecue seasoning on chips. And garlic. I'm also going to throw in some hot sauce because why not? It was in the fridge. And maybe some barbecue sauce. I don't know. Maybe that'll taste good. We'll find out. That's literally everything that you need to make this, right? You're going to want to put it on rice, probably. Don't have to. I'm not the boss of you. Eat however you want to eat. You're not here to impress nobody.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is cut that chicken. Probably want to use a bit more of a cutting knife. This is more of a serrated bread knife. You don't normally use these for stabbing people because it could get stuck in the meat and then you have a hard time pulling it out in case there's somebody else trying to kill you.
Okay. Let's just work on this.
So you cut the chicken into bite-sized portions.
Alright, so the way that I throw the ingredients in is I usually start with a little bit of the garlic. We got 3 chicken breasts, so we're going to be making a bit more sauce, so just throw pretty much a teaspoon in there. Then there's this stuff in there. A little hot sauce, why not? Some oregano. I know it looks like I'm putting a lot of other stuff in here, but wait until the teriyaki's in there. And then throw enough teriyaki in there so that it doesn't really burn your nose anymore. You smell that, camera guy? What does that smell like?
Smells like garlic and teriyaki.
Right?
Oh my god, we've got food sauce.
It smells pretty good. It smells really spicy still though, so throw a little more teriyaki in there. You know what? Just for flavor, why the hell not? Let's put a shot of barbecue sauce in there, right? How do you feel about that?
Good, yeah.
Good, because I'm doing it anyway. I suppose what I'm trying to say here is you can't really mess up a stir fry, right? I mean, you put enough garlic in there, you put enough teriyaki sauce in there, and everything else is kind of just gravy, right? Like, it's gonna taste good no matter what. So, put whatever you want in, right? This is what I like. Alright, so that sauce looks pretty good. So now take a wok or a frying pan, doesn't really matter which, and put it on the larger burner. Put it at about medium heat, right, to start off with. You don't want to burn it, but you don't want to cook it too slow either. One trick that I like to use is, we had bacon this morning, so we saved the bacon fat in this cup. We're going to use that to grease the pan so the chicken doesn't stick. Plus the chicken will taste like bacon, right? Nice. So the really important part of this particular step is you're going to want to babysit this, right? Like, your instinct is probably going to be to stir this around and to make sure it's all even and stuff, but don't touch it, just ignore it, okay? You only want to mess with the chicken when the sides and the bottom have turned white and the top is still pink, right? Then you're going to want to flip it all, but we'll get to that step in a minute, so Leave it alone. So at this stage, you want to turn it down to simmer. You want to add all of your sauce. Give it a bit of a stir, make sure all the chicken has a little bit on there. And you're just going to let it simmer. And when it simmers, the sauce is going to reduce a bit, so it's going to turn it into more of a sticky teriyaki kind of sauce that you would put on rice. And the chicken, of course, is also going to finish cooking. So everything will be ready at the same time. So if the sauce isn't simmering properly, it's not reducing for you, turn the heat back up until it starts to bubble, because I mean, that's what reduces it, is boiling, right? So do what you gotta do. Every pan is different, every stove is different. Anybody can do this, right? Some people think that cooking is hard, and it's just cook for yourself before you worry about making it look beautiful, or use the exact amount of ingredients that good housekeeping tells you to, or whatever. I don't know.
You can make some rice. You can throw it on some rice. You can throw it with some vegetables. You can pretty much just use this as part of whatever kind of meal you want. So, the world is your oyster. Unless it's chicken, then the world is your chicken. Stir fry it. Happy Stir Friday. If you guys make this, or if you have any ideas for any other types of food that's cheap, cheerful, simple, let us know in the comment section below. If you do make this, or if you have a cool recipe, send us a picture. We want to see it. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
I have one of those.
MySpace, Nexopia, Tumblr.
Oh, Mitomo. That's a new one.
Mitomo.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see how you would send a recipe through Mitomo.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
We go for simple recipes, not like these 34,000 calorie meals. Shout out to the sauce boss, Harley Moinstein. He follows us on Twitter.
Kind of a big deal over here. Yeah.
That's when I knew I made it big.
I was actually, that feeling in your heart when, when you send that girl that you like a note, she sends one back and she checked the yes box.
Yeah.
And it was like, Harley Plays has followed you on Twitter. It was like, oh, what?
Yeah.
I gotta call my mom.
Now, if you guys want, you can do this just as a favor, or, because you feel like it, because you're nice people, send this video to Harley. Send it to the sauce boss. See what he thinks.
I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. See if he watches. See if he likes what we do. Maybe Epic Mealtime could use a less epic meal. Maybe unepic mealtime.
Or maybe they could use a new cook. I can't grow a beard like they can, though.
I try, but look at this thing.
Man, he looks like he's like a mix between ZZ Top and
a grizzly bear.
And special forces in Iraq right now or something.
Yeah.
God damn.
What's your secret, man?
Yeah, for real. I'd ask what you eat, but I know it's whatever the hell you want. Sensual chicken touching. Yeah, it's good. Looking good.
God, this was so fucking good. God damn. Artsy angles. Artsy angles. Are you proud of me?
I want to go home.